13 years. That's the length of time between Half-Life 2 Episode 2 and Half-Life Alyx. Half-Life as a whole is no stranger to cliffhangers. In fact, it's damn near synonymous with them, as every mainland game ends in a cliffhanger. The endings of Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, and specifically Half-Life 2 Episode 2 are basically legends when it comes to gaming cliffhangers.
No. Wait.
Half-Life Alyx, however, doesn't get the same amount of reference. I know there are several reasons as to why its ending isn't as well known as compared to its predecessors. It being a VR game is the primary reason, also technically not being a numbered entry in the series, thus relegating it to have the spin-off status. And as well, it is the newest game in the franchise. Kinda hard to revere something that only came out a few years ago. And that's despite the fact that, in my opinion, the game and its endings affects the Half-Life universe the most out of all of its games. I believe, and I mean this when I say this, Half-Life Alyx's ending is the best in the series. For some of you, that might be a hard sell.
We'll see about that.
For the others, you might have not even seen the ending of Half-Life Alyx, and the rest don't even know what Half-Life is, much less what its endings are. I'll try to explain things in a way a non-Half-Life fan can understand, and that's why I'm here. So, if you'll allow me, I'd like to show you the endings of these legendary games, their meaning, how they push the story forward, and potentially where it could go in the future. Might even throw some of my personal headcanons in there. So, pick up a crowbar, Internet Wanderer. We got work to do. Massive thanks and shout out to Sexy Nutella. Most of the gameplay footage, especially the Half-Life Alyx sections, are from their channel. It's not enough that they play the games perfectly, but you also acted out how the characters would react in VR. Like if they were in a cutscene where Alyx would be shocked or confused, they would mimic that action in VR. That's some next level dedication. Christian Bale's got nothing on you. Show them some love. If you're already familiar with the Half-Life story, you can go ahead and skip to this time code. And before we get started with the video proper, I just wanted to say, I don't know, apparently this gets a lot of engagement if I do this, so don't forget to hit like and subscribe and comment and all that garbage. Ugh, it feels nasty just asking you guys to do that, but anyway. Here is the more or less entire Half-Life story, but through the lens of these 5 focal characters. Gordon Freeman, Alyx Vance, Eli Vance, the Vortigaunts, and the Gman. I'm gonna explain who these are in just a second. All you need to know is, when it comes to the entire overarching story of Half-Life, they are the important ones. Hi, post-editing Argo here. The script for this section of the video has gone through so many revisions at this point. When I said that, I already had previous scripts for the explanation of the Half-Life story that were already complete. I haven't even done a script pertaining to this graphic, so I ended up just going back to one of the old scripts. I have a lot of Google Docs of scripts that ended up not being used. So I decided to use one of my older scripts just to explain it because it was more concise and more to the point. But I didn't want this graphic to go to waste, so as I explain the Half-Life story, I'm just gonna show off the graphic on screen with text explaining some of the things on it, I guess. Apologies if this video is a mess, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's get back to the video and let this chucklefuck explain to you what's going on. So, without any further delay, let's get on with it. In the events of Half-Life 1, Gordon and Eli both work in Black Mesa, a government research facility.
Here, at the Black Mesa Research Facility, our first-rate associates have always designed, developed, and manufactured specialized equipment for an amazing array of advanced scientific disciplines.
Eli's daughter, Alyx, also lives in the facility with her family. There's also this strange man in a blue suit roaming around the facility. He'll be important later. The experiments that Gordon and Eli mostly deal with have to do with portals and portal technology. However, one day, an experiment goes wrong, referred to as the Resonance Cascade.
It's not shutting down.
A rift is opened between dimensions.
7 a.m. A disaster has occurred at the Black Mesa Research Facility. A full quarantine has been issued for the Black Mesa area.
Hostile creatures from a world called Zen teleport into Earth and start wreaking havoc in the facility. One of these creatures is called the Vortigaunt. I'll talk about them more later. Eventually, at the end of the game, Gordon has to teleport to Zen to kill a powerful alien creature that's keeping these portals open. Gordon finds this creature, called the Nihilanthe, and kills it. Closing the portals, and, coincidentally, freeing the Vortigons, who are being mind-controlled by this thing. It's after Gordon realizes that he's stranded in Zen that this strange man makes a reappearance.
Gordon Freeman in the flesh.
Nicknamed the Gman, we don't actually know his real name. This is just a nickname the Half-Life community has coined for him. Gman says that he's impressed with Gordon and all he was able to accomplish this far. And he offers Gordon a deal.
That's why I'm here, Mr. Freeman. I have recommended your services to my employers. And they have authorized me to offer you a job. They agree with me that you have limitless potential.
To work for him and his mysterious employers, or die.
If you're interested, just step into the portal and I will take that as a yes. Otherwise, well, I can offer you a battle you have no chance of winning. Rather an anticlimax after what you've just survived. Time to choose.
Gordon accepts and is placed into stasis.
Wisely done, Mr. Freeman. I will see you up ahead.
Off-screen, another deal is being made. As Gman helps Eli and Alyx escape Black Mesa, Gman asks nothing in return for this, other than an ominous warning for Eli. Prepare for unforeseen consequences. And that's the story of Half-Life 1. However, before moving into Half-Life 2, there are very important events that happen in between the two games. Another invasion of Earth by a much more powerful alien force, the Combine Empire. They attacked and Earth surrendered in 7 hours. They enslaved the human population and put up a suppression field that prevents human reproduction. This is just one of many atrocities that the Combine Empire inflicted upon humanity and Earth. The following is a compilation of clips from the opening of Half-Life 2 that I think perfectly showcases the depravity that the Combine subject humans to.
No matter how many times I've been relocated, I never get used to it.
Welcome. Welcome to City 17. You have chosen or been chosen to relocate to one of our finest remaining urban centers.
But this stuff, it's all I have left.
Welcome.
All right, I'm moving. Jeez.
Welcome to City...
Overwatch stopped our train in the woods and took my husband for questioning. They said he'd be on the next train. I'm not sure when that was. They're being nice, though, letting me wait for him.
To City 7.
Don't drink the water. They put something in it to make you forget. I don't even remember how I got here. I see they took your suitcase too. They can't get away with this much longer. This must be a mistake. I got a standard relocation coupon just like everybody else. Was that you knocking? I didn't even know we still had a door. Oh, I thought you were a cop.
He's one of us.
As a species, immortality.
Could have down there.
I told you they'd be coming for us next.
Just this once I think they're wrong. In here! Head for the roof! There's no time to lose!
Here they come!
Help!
Civil protection! For your life!
Get in here, quick! Keep moving! Head for the roof! Get going!
Because of this, Eli, Alyx, and many other former Black Mesa staff became prominent members of the human resistance against the Combine. Also, the Vortigons with their newfound freedom decide to ally themselves with humanity. This is the setup that would lead into Half-Life 2. At the start of Half-Life 2, Gman reawakens Gordon from stasis.
Rise and shine. Let's just say your hour has come again. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
It's been 20 years since the Black Mesa incident. Gordon then joins up with the human resistance.
Gordon Freeman. Let me get a look at you, man. My God, you haven't changed one iota. How do you do it?
He is reunited with Eli and accompanied by Alyx, who kind of becomes his sidekick for most of the games.
I'm Alyx Vance. My father worked with you back in Black Mesa. I'm sure you don't remember me, though.
They are located in City 17, a vaguely Eastern European city, now home to the Citadel, the headquarters of the Combine leadership on Earth. Gordon has become a legend to the people of Earth in the 20 years that he was gone. Seen as somewhat of a messiah figure, this rallies the citizens, causing a full-on revolution.
Dr. Freeman? We're coming with you. With you here, Dr. Freeman, we can finally make some headway.
Eventually resulting in the defeat of the Combine leadership and the destruction of the Citadel.
Yeah! You did it! Come on, Gordon. We've got to get out of here. Maybe we still have...
Time, Dr. Freeman? Is it really that time again?
Gman was impressed by all of this and was about to place Gordon back into stasis again. However, he was halted by the Vortigons.
We'll see about that.
The Vortigons, along with Eli and Gordon, are one of the few that know of Gman's existence. He's largely unknown to the rest of the world. Because of the Vortigons suppressing Gman, he doesn't make any more appearances in the rest of the episodes, with one notable exception. The focus of the remaining episodes are about beating back the remnants of the Combine forces and finding the Borealis, a lost science vessel said to contain powerful teleportation technology. After evacuating City 17, Alyx and Gordon make their way to the Resistance base, where Eli is located.
White Forest, are you there?
Alyx! My goodness, is that really you?
Yes, and Gordon too. We're okay. We made it out of City 17.
Alyx.
On the way there, Alyx is critically injured.
Oh my God.
The Alyx Vance. What time has come?
The Vortigons perform a healing ritual in order to save her life. However, while performing the ritual, their concentration lapsed just for a second, but that split second was enough for Gman to contact Gordon again.
Dr. Freeman. I realize this moment may not be the most convenient for a heart-to-heart, But I had to wait until your friends were otherwise occupied.
Gman almost seems like he's mocking the Vortigons.
When their only experience of humanity was a crowbar coming at them down a steel corridor.
He goes on to talk about how he saved Alyx from Black Mesa.
When I plucked her from Black Mesa, I acted in the face of objections that she was a mere child and of no practical use to anyone. I have learned to ignore such naysayers when quelling them was out of the question.
And that doing so was an investment for him.
I am not one to squander my investments, and I remain confident she was worth far more than the initial appraisal.
He instructs Gordon to escort Alyx to her father. He then tells the unconscious Alyx to deliver a simple message to Eli.
Well, now listen carefully, my dear. When you see your father, relay these words. Prepare for unforeseen consequences.
Alyx is healed, with little to no recollection of what just happened. They move out and eventually reunite with Eli.
Hey there, sweetheart. We're together now. That's all that matters. Now that the suppression field's down, we all have to do our part.
Dad?
Can you blame an old man for wanting grandkids?
The remaining Combine forces attack the base, but the Resistance manages to push them back and defeat them.
We did it! We held them off! Good work, everyone!
They celebrate their victory, but when Alyx, in a trance-like state, delivers G-Man's message to Eli, he almost collapses from the shock.
Dad, prepare for unforeseen consequences.
What did you say?
Dad! Okay. It's okay. Just lean into me.
Unforeseen consequences. The last time I heard those words was back at Black Mesa. You had just stepped into the test chamber when he whispered them in my ear. You know who I'm talking about. Our mutual friend. When he brought in that crystal, I knew I should have aborted that damn test, but I didn't. The whole world went to hell that day. And now he's using my little girl, putting words in her mouth. God damn it. I should have known when he rescued her it was for his own damn reasons.
And realizes bad omens are coming. With nothing but smooth sailing seemingly ahead, Gordon and Alyx prepare to find the Borealis. But just as they're about to leave, an ambush. And Eli is killed.
Close your eyes, honey.
I love you, Dad.
Don't go.
No! Oh my God, no! No! Stop! Dad! Oh God! Dad! Dad, please! Dad! Oh my God!
The game ends with Alyx sobbing unconsolably.
Don't leave me.
And that's all we got. For a long time, this cliffhanger was supposed to be answered with the release of Half-Life 2 Episode 3. That was supposed to be released sometime in late 2007, but all gamers was left with was the wait. 2007 came and went, then the next year, then the next. With no conclusion in sight, the only thing we were left with was the cliffhanger. The third and final episode that was meant to wrap up the Half-Life 2 trilogy story. but it never came. Valve never stated a reason as to why they never completed it. Maybe it was feature creep, maybe a loss of interest, or perhaps that interest moved to other projects. Or maybe worries that a third episode wouldn't live up to expectations. Who's to say? In between these two games, other Valve titles have came in its place, and some of those Valve titles were genuinely amazing in their own right. But it wasn't the finale people were waiting for. All of these story threads that were just gonna be left dangling forever. As time went on, other games and media would make reference to Half-Life and the number 3. Partly making light of the situation, but also there were definitely those who were doing it somewhat out of desperation just to get answers out of this franchise. As time went on, other Valve games came and went, software came and went, the world went on, but nothing truly Half-Life. That was until...
I'm here. So what's the plan?
A trailer dropped in late 2019, the next Half-Life game, and it was to be a VR exclusive. All that was known about it was set between the events of Half-Life 1 and 2, and that Alyx Vance would be the main playable character. Half-Life Alyx makes no attempt to hide the fact that it's a prequel. The game opens with the following text, directly telling the player that both the Citadel and Eli will both perish in 5 years' time. Most Half-Life fans at the start of this would rightly assume that everything that happens in this game would result in the events of Half-Life 2. Small spoiler, Valve used the Cliffhanger ending to destroy the Cliffhanger ending. I'll show you by explaining Half-Life Alyx's story and, more importantly, its conclusion. 5 years ago, Alyx was doing her day-to-day. Eli and a tech guy named Russell managed to steal some Combine equipment and hack into their network.
How's it going in the stockyard?
One Combine mini reactor from a shipment of 4,000. They're never going to miss it.
Not only that, someone's hacked into the Combine construction network.
While on the network, they see classified pictures of a strange building. The Combine detect this and arrest all involved.
You didn't steal anything. No one! I didn't see anyone!
Dad! Hey, wait, no!
But Alyx and Russell evade capture.
Alyx, you there? You've got to get moving.
Russell, I've been in an accident.
I know! I caused this, so technically not an accident. You've got to get moving.
Russell, what did you guys find back there?
Well, that's the crazy thing. I don't know. Just blurry pictures of a building.
The Citadel?
No, something else. And whatever it is, they're going to kill anybody who saw it. And anybody who knows anybody who saw it. Which means us and your dad.
While the Combine prepared to transport Eli away to have his brain sucked out, Russell and Alyx plan a rescue.
I plan to get him back.
Great. Let's hear it.
Now, pretty soon they're going to realize that your dad is not going to talk. And when that happens, he's off to have his brain sucked out.
Russell.
Potentially. Maybe not, though. I mean, they could just drill into his... Oh, yeah. Still your dad. Right. Just outside, there's a second train that also leads out of City 17 through the quarantine zone.
Okay.
Both trains intersect here at Fairview Junction. You take your train, get there before his train, and hack into the controls. That'll let me take over the system. Train comes to a halt, you deal with the Combine situation, and we get your dad back.
With Alyx traveling on foot and Russell providing intel and guidance. Eventually, they manage to stop his transport train and free Eli.
Okay, I'm gonna reach out and pull you up. It's gonna be okay. You ready?
That's all you need to know for the time being. But now, I'm gonna skip forwards to the climax of the game. Alyx approaches the vault core. She'd been fighting almost the entire game to get to this moment. The massive floating vault that the Combine tried to keep secret, theorized to be some sort of super weapon.
The thing was, what I found is some sort of super weapon. I managed to pocket this Combine data bomb. If I can decrypt it, we can figure out how to use their weapon against it.
This weapon is apparently powered by captured Vortigons.
The Combine drained from us the power they use to protect their weapon.
We have to stop them from killing your friends.
The Vortigon will extract ourselves and exact our own vengeance. You must go to the weapon.
But later it was realized it was meant to contain something, or perhaps someone.
I got something. It doesn't look like they actually built the weapon. It's like they, I don't know, discovered something. Or maybe they uncovered it. If I'm reading this right, they tracked it to an old apartment building in the QZ. But instead of going in to get it, they grabbed the whole building and built a vault around it.
They must have been terrified of this thing.
I'm trying to figure out whether we ought to be.
If only Eli knew.
Prison. It's not a vault. It's a prison. They didn't build it to keep us out. They're trying to keep something in, but they got something trapped in there. The way I see it, whatever's in there doesn't like the Combine very much. So we got that in common.
And thus, Alyx continues her journey onto the vault. The humans of Earth, desperate for anything that might give them a chance to fight back against their Combine overlords. And if this vault is the thing that could give them that advantage, Alyx and Eli would stop at nothing to get to it. It's around this time that the Half-Life fans in the audience might have some theories as to who or what this thing could be. Later on, Alyx overhears a conversation between Combine leadership, and it's at this point that Alyx and the player learns just exactly what is in that vault.
We need to move the box, or this thing is going to be Black Mesa all over again. Look, this guy we got in there survived Black Mesa. He raised holy hell and then just disappeared. We finally caught him and you're just going to let him go again? Move the box.
Survived Black Mesa, then disappeared. Eli, they do have a super weapon.
God damn it, Russ, they got Gordon Freeman.
It's after this revelation that the player would assume that the actions done at the end of this game is the reason Gordon would be free at the start of Half-Life 2. Eventually, the vault is sent crashing down. Alyx prepares to enter it. Knowing her radio signal won't reach inside, she says her farewells.
So, this is it.
Yeah.
And then you'll come out with Gordon, safe and sound, so everything is gonna be...
Everything will be fine, Russ. Talk to you soon.
Russell, stop her! What? Why?
Dad?
Once inside the vault, it's clear that things are not normal around here. Reality being shifted. Gravity acting on its own. Anomalies left and right. But ultimately, the only thing that matters is the man at the center of it all. Alyx clears out the last line of Combine guards, with a little help of Vortigaunt energy, and enters the core of the vault. As Alyx comes closer, ready to free Gordon.
Alright, Gordon. Let's get you out of this thing.
But we, Half-Life fans, we know exactly whose silhouette that is. That is not Gordon Freeman. The previous statements from the Combine still make sense though. This guy is a Black Mesa survivor. This guy did raise hell there.
Zen is in our control for the time being, thanks to you.
And the Combine have a very good reason to fear him.
I can offer you a battle you have no chance of winning.
Whether the player wants to or not, it doesn't matter. Alyx wants to open that vault. As far as she's concerned, the hope of humanity is behind those walls, and she's willing to do anything if it means freedom. It's not like she knows what Gman is anyway.
Prepare for unforeseen consequences.
Hell, do we? Gman immediately whisks Alyx away into his strange pocket dimension.
Impressive work, Ms. Vance.
Gordon Freeman?
Gordon Freeman. Ms. Vance, you wouldn't need all that to imprison Gordon Freeman.
Two things I want to bring up. One, this is the first time Gman actually has a conversation with someone. Alyx asks him a question and he answers.
Gordon Freeman?
Gordon Freeman.
Up to this point, Gman has pretty much just been talking to a blank screen. The player, in other words. And the other thing is, I really love that cheeky line.
You wouldn't need all that to imprison Gordon Freeman.
Because it makes complete sense. Gordon, despite his legendary status, at the end of the day, is just a guy in a suit of armor with a crowbar.
So, who are you?
Perhaps what I am is not as important as what I can offer you in exchange for coming all this way.
I know it's super obvious, but note that he said what I am, rather than who I am. This line as well,
coming all this way.
It refers to both Alyx in-universe making the trek to get there, but he's also talking to the viewer, to the player, almost as if he's apologizing and congratulating you for waiting this long just to see some answers out of this series.
I do apologize for what must seem to you an arbitrary imposition.
Much like the businessman he pretends to look like, Gman will attempt to give his pitch to Alyx, to come to some sort of agreement, perhaps.
Some believe the fate of our worlds is inflexible. My employers disagree. They authorize me to nudge things in a particular direction from time to time. What would you want nudged, Miss Vance?
Nudge from time to time, meaning he's done reality warping things many, many times before.
Time, Dr. Freeman? Is it really that time again?
And also, as a person who's experienced this scene, it is very creepy when you are surrounded in darkness and the G-Man is just talking to you in shifting directions, behind you, to your left, to your right, behind you again. It really reinforces the alien feel of this conversation.
The Combine off Earth. I want the Combine off Earth.
That would be a considerably large nudge. Too large, given the interests of my employers.
Well, you asked.
Now, this is the part that inspired me to make this whole video. This is the only headcanon that I'm going to state in this section. This isn't canon, it's just my opinion, but I need to tell you about this, because I haven't seen this brought up anywhere else. When Alyx asks Gman to remove the Combine from Earth, he pauses briefly. His eyes glow, and then he proceeds to splinter into two clones. Yes, Gman denies her offer. Notice, however, the Gman that Alyx was talking to is the one who walks away, and the one she continues the conversation with is the clone. Take a look.
I want the Combine off Earth.
That would be a considerably large nudge.
The original G-Man is the one who walks away. I like to believe in that moment that the original G-Man, the one that she was originally talking to, went into some parallel universe where he instead accepted her request. We don't actually know why G-Man splits into clones. In all his other appearances, he has never done this before. Was this a stylistic choice by Valve to make his cutscenes more otherworldly or strange? Or was this intentional? I'd like to think it was the latter. But I like to believe that G-Man is required to work by his employers. And since this particular G-Man had been trapped in the vault for quite a while, he splinters himself into multiple clones as if he's making up for lost time. Sending all of these clones to attend to business in this universe or in other universes, we don't know. But it's that moment the only time that Alyx asks something of Gman. It's almost like the expression on Gman's face was one of amusement, so he probably thought to himself, sure, why not? I'll grant her request. But not in this universe, not in this timeline. Again, sorry, I needed to bring this up. The Half-Life community is already filled with theories about every little aspect about the universe, so why not throw my theory in the pile as well?
Given the interests of my employers.
Well, you asked.
What if I could offer you something you don't know you want?
This is the point of no return, the event horizon. After Alyx touches that briefcase, it'll change the Half-Life story and universe forever.
Dad? What? Is that me? What is this? What's happening?
We are in the future. This is the moment where you watch your father die.
The continuity or timeline of Half-Life Alyx is not the same as Half-Life 1, 2, or the episodes. Gman shows Eli's death 5 years from now, but from another timeline. This is Gman bending the universe to his will, showing the Half-Life Alyx events from a future that isn't even her own.
Where you watch your father die. Unless...
What? Unless what?
In any piece of media or storytelling that deals with time or changing fate, the word unless has considerable meaning and implications.
Unless you were to take matters into your own hands. Release your father, Misa. Good. As a consequence of your action, this entity will continue, and this entity will not.
Gman doesn't just show the events of an alternate future, he changes the events of an alternate future from another timeline. For a long time, Episode 2's cliffhanger has been looming over the series for over 13 years, and Valve either didn't want to or didn't know how to address it. But they eventually did, with the only character they knew could retcon major events within the Half-Life universe, who could bend the story into whatever way Valve wanted, or I guess you could say Gman wanted. Alyx saves her father, but in doing so, unknowingly, seals her own fate.
Action. This entity will continue, and this entity will not.
Right. So he's okay, right? He lives. My dad lives.
You are aware that you've proven yourself to be of extraordinary value. A previous hire has been unable or unwilling to perform the tasks laid before him. We have struggled to find a suitable replacement until now.
No! I just want to go home. Send me home!
I'm afraid you misunderstand the situation, Miss Vance.
Wait! Hey, wait! Wait! Wait!
One of Alyx's greatest fears is darkness, being alone, and Gman gives her exactly that. That's the end of the game. There's a lot to unpack here, so let's break down what just happened. Back in Half-Life 1, Gordon was forced into being hired. Alyx was tricked. A long con by Gman spanning alternate timelines. The repayment he spoke of, the unforeseen consequences, it wasn't Eli's death. It was the replacement of Gordon with Alyx. And everything she's done in the game was just a test to see if she was worthy of Gman's employment. The line,
"A previous hire has been unable or unwilling to perform the tasks laid before him,"
is indicative to Gordon's character, or rather, lack thereof. Gordon has no characteristics, no personality, no desires. Not really. He doesn't even talk.
Man, a few words, aren't you?
He's a purposeful blank slate. Gordon is the player, and the player is tied to the linearity of the game's narrative. Alyx, however, is a character, is a person. She has wants and desires, fears and goals, friends and family.
I guess you proved you can handle yourself out there.
There's nothing Gordon can't handle, with the possible exception of you.
Dad, please. What the hell is that? A combine zombie. That's like a zombine, right? Zombine, get it? Okay. Damn the combine. This is what happens to you if you resist. Or if you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. God, you don't remember who you were. Please, Dad. Oh my God. No. Oh my God.
Can Gman control these emotions? Suppress them? Manipulate them? Perhaps it's these qualities that will make her a worse employee, a worse hire, as she has so much more to fight for.
Your mother would be so proud.
Dad.
Then again, it could make her a better hire, a better employee, because she has so much more to lose. After all, setting up people's deaths seems to be something Gman is very familiar with.
I have learned to ignore such naysayers when quelling them was out of the question.
As the credits continue to roll, the Half-Life fan in the audience would be equally shocked and confused. How can this be? Half-Life Alyx takes place 5 years before Half-Life 2. This is what the timeline would look like if someone assumed that Half-Life Alyx was just a regular prequel. The player, for the most part of the game, would think this is how the overarching story would go. But the moment that Gman is freed, it became clear that Half-Life Alyx does not lead into Half-Life 2. Did we change the future? Did we change an alternate future? Does this even affect the mainline timeline? It's like I said in the beginning, Gman used the cliffhanger to destroy the cliffhanger. As the credits come to an end, we hear a familiar computer voice.
Warning. Vital signs critical. Seek medical attention.
Gordon! Gordon! Wake up, Gordon. She's gone, Gordon. She's gone. Son of a bitch and his unforeseen consequences.
The mainline timeline wasn't erased. It was altered. The future where Alyx changed, the one where Eli survived, is still here. But Alyx is missing. Coterminous is a word the Vortigaunts use a lot when describing their state of being in relation to other creatures.
We are coterminous. There is no distance between us. No false veils of time or space may intervene.
Our paths diverge. But remember, there is no distance between us. We are coterminous.
To be coterminous in this context means that everything, more or less, must follow the same rules, boundaries, and limitations that everything else does within the universe. Gman seems to be the antithesis to this, and why the Vortigaunts seem to oppose him so vehemently.
We'll see about that.
It is maybe due to him being this unbound entity, this non-coterminous being, that he can only interact with reality in an abstract sense. Maybe that's why he requires these hirees or employees to do his grunt work. I don't know. That's just another theory I have. Sorry, I'll stop now. Putting focus back on the post-credit scene, Eli, enraged, realizing what had just happened. The player, now in the shoes of Gordon, rises up.
Son of a bitch, it has unforeseen consequences. I knew it. When I get my hands on him, I'm gonna kill him.
The energy bolts holding the crowbar look like the Lambda symbol.
We got work to do.
In the corner of the room is Gman, scheming once again. He could have erased this timeline, or killed Eli and Gordon, but knew that they could be used as leverage. I want to end this segment with another quote from Noah Cadwell Gervais. I know, I freaking love this guy. He's an amazing video essayist. Rather than quoting him myself, I'll let his writing speak for itself.
Dr. Vance hands you your crowbar, and I could not believe how emotional a moment it was for me. It's surface-level storytelling, certainly, but symbols are powerful, and this imaginary crowbar is nothing if not pure symbology. I never wanted Eli to die. The story might be stronger if he didn't. So, now, he doesn't. The story is now positioned exactly how I wanted Episode 3 to be positioned when the satellite was launched from White Forest. Before the shocking death, I only expected to wait a couple years to resolve, when I was much younger myself. Who knows how long Half-Life 3 will take? Likely not even Valve. This last moment, however, I take as a promise. Maybe it'll be another 12 years, but I'll see Gordon again. I'll be Gordon again, and when I do, it'll be with my whole hands and my whole field of vision. It is not simply that I'm being offered the crowbar, it's that I'm now capable of grasping it. This is the leap forward. A cliffhanger demands you come back to it. It's an inherently withholding creative flourish. Alyx ends instead, and retcons Episode 2 to end, with an invitation. An invitation to meet again when the future is closer. I can wait. The future always gets here eventually. And often, it is a Half-Life game that lets me know when that future has arrived.
That was a lot to go through. The Gman cutscene and post-credit scene is only about 3 minutes and 30 seconds long. But that's 3 minutes and 30 seconds that people have been waiting 13 years for. We waited 13 years to progress the story by 20 seconds. It's not much, but hey, it's something. This video was a lot longer than I anticipated. Thanks for watching all this way, Internet Wanderer. I hope you were able to learn something about these amazing games and why I think that Half-Life Alyx deserves more recognition. My love for the series isn't even from playing the games originally. I used to watch Gmod Machinimas back in the early days of YouTube. And I used to play Valve's other shooters before I even got a chance to play Half-Life 1 or 2. I probably only got around playing them in maybe the early 2010s, I would like to say. And I'd like to apologize for this video taking a while to make. I'm still very new to all this and trying to balance regular life with content creation. It takes some getting used to. And of course, I also wanted to improve where I could in this video from my last video, which, by the way, thanks so much for the support it got. I am massively thankful for the views and attention that it's gotten so far. In the grand scheme of things, it might not seem like a lot, but it is to me. To finally end this video, I wanted to show off a montage of the Half-Life Alyx ending that I made, that I think perfectly shows how much this franchise means to people, and the impact that Half-Life Alyx had on these poor Half-Life deprived fans. Enjoy.
That's not Gordon Freeman. They've captured
Gman. Am I busting him out? Is this a prison for him?
Combine had this motherfucker trapped. And we just let him out. That's Gman, and that's not Gordon Freeman. But we're the bad guys. Holy shit. This changes everything. This changes the whole story.
Oh!
I told you, this is Gman. No, stay back. Whoa!
I hate this.
Oh! I can't touch him.
Some believe.
Whoa!
Half-Life 3? Is there a Half-Life 3 in there?
Is this safe? Is he screwing us? Obviously we can't trust the guy. G-Man, wherever you are, bro.
Ah! Oh my god, it's him!
Oh, dude, I got so blurry, my lenses are like fogging.
Wait!
Alyx fans. Status hired. Oh my god.
They've replaced Gordon Freeman with Alyx Vance. All you guys are wizards. I've said this.
People were giving me shit for crying. I don't fucking care. I don't think people understand how much this shit means to me.
Music's fucking jamming though.
So where's Adrian Shepard?
Prepare for unforeseen consequences, dude! Alyx should have prepared for unforeseen consequences when she did that.
HEV! HEV,
Gordon! Gordon!
Eli?
Gordon. She's gone, Gordon. What? Gone. Son of a bitch, it has unforeseen consequences.
You!
I knew it. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh my god, what the fuck? My god!
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that gave me goosebumps. That's so cool.
Don't do this to me. Don't let me pick this up and then go back. Oh, you're gonna end the game now. No.
Who knew an extra 20 seconds could change so much? Oh! I'm gonna fucking cry, dude. That was spectacular.
Yo, I know you're sad, but oh my god. Holy shit. No! Let me play! Let me play, Ralph!
Oh my god. Oh yeah, with your brother. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh, thank God those can see me crying right now, dude.
No way! Fuck you for ending there! God damn you! God damn you, Val! You fucks!
Dude, oh shit, dude. Oh shit. Yes! It's gonna be a sequel! Half-Life 3 confirmed! This wasn't bullshit. This wasn't a fucking tech demo. This was a full fucking game.
Come on, Gordon. You got work to do.
Goddamn right we do, Eli. Please? I want more.
You better subscribe. You better subscribe.
I think you just recorded the outro for the video. Nothing. I'm recording right now, and you just said that, so I'm gonna stick that to the end.
You better subscribe. You better.
Well, you heard my wife.